Bob Sokoler from Remax Properties East. I'm just going to turn this off and turn it back on again. I'm about to show you a bunch of stuff. Grab notes. I'll give you a website at the end to go to get links that you'll be able to use to do these videos that we're talking about out here. You can use a camera, an iPhone, anything you got, or you can do what I've got here. This is a GoPro Hero 2. I've got the Hero 3 as well. And all I'm doing basically is shooting video with a little extension wand. Now, here's a couple of things that we're doing very successfully. We do two different types of videos. One is video of homes, and one are blog videos, much like what you're seeing here. Let me give you an idea of what the home video looks like. I shoot these myself, I edit these myself. It could look a little consumerish, but there are ways to get around this to get it done for you. This, first of all, is one of our videos that we have on one of our listings.
The Medley Sokoler team and Remax Properties East are proud to present another great Louisville area home. Welcome to 110 Cove Point Place in the Bridgepoint subdivision. Here's a spacious, contemporary home with a piazza. Oh, you're wondering what that is? No problem. We're going to explain all about it as you walk through the front door and into the piazza. It's an outdoor gathering area, but you could call it a deck officially. You could bring guests in through the piazza and into the front door, which could either be the door to the left or the right. Once inside, it's a gorgeous home. Lots of room to spread out. We're heading in.
All right, I'm going to bring this down because we don't need to see the whole thing, other than to tell you that this is shot with a Nikon. You can use a Canon. I use Real Pro to do some of the distribution. BombBomb, Frank, and Get Viral. You'll see some of the stuff in a second. But it's very simple, and if you don't want to do this yourself, there are companies you can get it done for 30 or 60 bucks, and they'll do these for you. The question is, do they work? That really is the question in your mind. I'm about to show you something that hopefully will change your mind if my computer would not lock up on me. All right, give me 2 minutes of your highest attention. Listen to what these clients said. They're buyers. They just bought one of our homes. If this doesn't change your mind about what we're talking about in terms of what Verl actually said, breaking down that wall so you can communicate. Imagine this on your website. Imagine this in your listing presentation when you're doing videos. Watch. How did you first see this house that you just bought?
We checked it out on the MLS and as well as the video on YouTube.
Welcome to 1316 Autumn Ridge Road in the Autumn Ridge subdivision. We're taking you inside on a walking tour and into a formal entryway. To the right, a formal dining room with wainscoting on the wall, new hanging fixture. Notice the inlay wood floors below the area rug.
So the question that I have for you is, how important was the video for you guys seeing it on YouTube?
It was good because we put an offer and got a contract on it right after the first time we looked at it, and it enabled our family and friends to be able to see it, not in person, but they got a pretty good walkthrough.
So they knew already when they came to UD that they liked the house?
Yeah, they loved the house, and there was actually, you were working another contract on it, which didn't work out. So, but they didn't even want to come see it because they knew they already loved it by the video.
And what was interesting, you mentioned that during the video walkthrough, there was pictures of what?
My aunt emailed me after she watched the video and said, you're going to love your Advanium microwave. And I said, my what? And she said, it's got an Advanium microwave. And I said, I hope I find out what that is.
So the video really helped you all the way around.
That's right.
Good for you. How long had you been looking for a home prior to seeing this one?
It actually just happened by chance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we weren't really looking.
Yeah.
Oh, so you saw the video and that spurred you on to buy.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? All right, well, congratulations, guys.
Thank
So, again, here's an example. They weren't even looking. They saw the video online and ended up buying the house. By the way, audio is very important when doing these. You can use a mic that's built into a camera, but I really suggest you either get a lavalier mic or on the website I'll give you, which is my own website. I'm not selling anything, I'm just telling you stuff that you need to get. There's a link to a headset mic. which you can wear and it plugs into a camera as long as it has an external mic input, and it will make you sound like a professional, just so you know it really does work. Okay, so this place right here, hdhat.com, that you can buy some gear from them. I don't own any stock. I don't really know this guy other than a communication once or twice via email. He's got 2 different packages. You can buy a camera or even send him the video from the camera. He'll stabilize it for the $60 or $50 price. He'll actually have a voiceover done. I love what I do because I'm a former TV news reporter and anchor, so that's years ago. But truthfully, to do this really quickly, one stop, bam, this is really the way to go. And he's got these things, different items you can buy and add to it. So I just thought I'd throw this into my presentation. Now, here's something, and I've got examples. I won't go into that because we don't have time. Something else. I was here back in January, guys, and I took a Tony Robbins class, a business mastery class. It changed my life because it broke down what we're doing wrong as realtors. We're all about me, 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 me. We always give them the elevator pitch. Everybody know what an elevator pitch is? What you can tell somebody between floors 1 and 2? What Tony and a guy, Chet Holmes, who wrote a book and who passed away last year, unfortunately, talk about is a stadium pitch. It's information, information, information. How can we help you? Here's some information for you. What do you need? How can we help you? And then at the end, then there's the pitch. And if you noticed, so people who up here on stage and who will be up here tomorrow, they'll give you info, 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 and at the end they'll say, okay, if you like what I'm doing, I'll sell you this, or you can do this, or you can buy this. It's really, if you know, I found it inviting, and I'm buying into some of the stuff as well. Bottom line, stadium pitch. It comes through core value. What do you personally believe? And then you have to come up with problems and answers. So, I'm working with these guys at BombBomb. Frank already knows I'm doing this. I've created a 20 video series tip. This is for me. You guys can replicate the bejeebers out of this. You can replicate it. What I did was I identified 20 problems that buyers have, that they may not know. I shot video. I went to a Lowe's. I got permission from Lowe's first, their manager. I went to a Lowe's with a camera and this stick, and I walked through Lowe's, and I had scripted 20 different questions and answers, and I wrote out copy points. And then, does anybody know what the Fiverr is? Fiverr.com? It's a place where you can hire people for unbelievably inexpensive amounts of money, and they'll do work for you like you won't believe. The links to all this are going to be on the website that I've got, okay? So, I put together, this is just one of 20 tips. I'm still producing these. Just to give you an idea, the first minute and a half is the tip, then I switch it, and it goes to the pitch. So take a look, see what you think. If you are thinking about going out shopping for a home, you may want to be prepared and carry with you a flashlight. And that's because you'll want to look into the nooks, the crannies, sometimes lights are out in the basement. A flashlight comes in handy. Something else that comes in handy when you're shopping for a home is a pre-qualified letter from a mortgage company you can trust. Here's why. Before even going out shopping, you need to know how much house you can afford. Let's face it, if you're looking at a $300,000 house and it turns out you can only afford a $200,000 house, you're going to be disappointed. We don't want that to happen to you. Additionally, you need to know how much your payments are going to be so you can feel confident in purchasing a home, and you want to make sure your credit rating meets or exceeds minimums. That's important these days. Something else that's important, let's say we go out looking for a home and you find one you fall in love with. We send in an offer, but it turns out that another buyer and their agent does the same thing. They've been pre-approved and you haven't. Chances are the seller is going to go with the person who's already got a pre-qualified or pre-approval letter. One of the things we suggest that you do is on the same day call a number of different lenders and ask them for what's called a good faith estimate. And then on that estimate you will see what their interest rates are on that day and also what their closing costs are. Then compare to see who has the best interest rates and who has the best closing costs. We have a number of the lenders that we trust on this webpage.
I'm Bob Sokoler, the Medley Sokoler team, RE/MAX Properties East.
Who is the Medley Sokoler team? They are the top agents in Louisville who have come together to help buyers find their perfect home.
We couldn't be more confident in the process having you as a realtor. Just unbelievable.
It was a great experience. It was actually a lot of fun.
It's a very smooth process.
Yeah.
It was really well.
So thrilled and so happy with the whole process and working with Bob and not only you, Bob, but your whole team of folks.
Working all hours of the day. And using technology other realtors only dream of.
Ooh, take a look. This looks good.
This team of hard-working agents helps protect their clients from the many mistakes a buyer can easily make when purchasing a home. Ranked #1 in Louisville for the past 2 years, team leader Bob Sokoler was a TV anchor and reporter for more than 20 years before becoming a realtor more than 8 years ago.
We've reinforced the back.
During his career in front of the camera, Bob and wife Noreen experienced the worst the real estate industry had to offer.
Buying and selling process was scary. Every time Noreen and I moved, we'd have to deal with a different set of regulations and new realtors, and we, quite frankly, didn't know who to trust. And that's why when we created the Medley Sokoler team, we agreed that we would never, ever let any of our clients feel that way when buying a home.
Now, together, Bob, Noreen, and their team are ready to help you find your dream home.
All right, so we don't need to hear the pitch, you guys know. All right, so here's the deal, thanks. So here's the deal, and I got BombBomb here, but I'm gonna put this website just so because you guys have your own stuff. This is the site just to go to. On it, there's a list of all the stuff I've used. Just to tell you, the video campaign, the video series I shot, the cost is a GoPro or any other camera that you've got, a little time learning how to edit on any software. I spent $5 for the voiceover announcer at the end with a guy going, "Who is the Medley Sokoler team?" Again, Fiverr.com. $5 and you can audition these guys. They've got tape video out there. The video, the little hand drawing, that was about $60 for 20. And then where the animation, another 50 or $60. You negotiate with these guys for 20 of them, and you put them all together. There's others, but guys, the thing that I'm up here to tell you is take the step because you become the authority. And we won't even go into the fact that Google, when you start doing these videos, these guys will tell you, Google starts giving you authority in ranking that leads back to your website, which gets you more presence. That means more people know about you, and you become the expert in your homes. I suggest to Howard next year, make a whole day of this video, for goodness sakes. Thanks again.